This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Taurus. This is going to be a general love reading, so it may not resonate with every Taurus out there. Tarot readings are timeless, so whenever you find this video is when you're supposed to find it. Don't get hung up on the dates. Let's see what else. We're going to ask what's going on with you, what's going on with your person, whoever it is that you're thinking about as you watch this reading, and what's coming up in the mutual energy over the next, 1, 2, 3 months. I've been out of the loop for a few weeks. I apologize for the delay in readings. I've said this in other videos that you may not have watched. I have a couple other businesses that that are really busy in spring and summer and even into early fall. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get weekly readings out, but it's just my schedule is super crazy right now. So just trying to find the balance between, I have more than one thing that I love to do. I love tarot, but I have other business ventures that I really am passionate about. So there's like not enough time in the day. Okay, this is for Taurus. Taurus, what's going on your side? What's going on with you right now, Taurus? Okay, what's going on with your person? It's so funny. What movie is it from? That song, A Whole New World? Is it Aladdin? As soon as your cards came out, Taurus, that song was looping in my head. A Whole New World. I feel like you're starting off onto something new, like a new chapter, This is really interesting. I feel like you have a lot of enthusiasm about whatever it is that you're doing right now, but it might be a process that you're still learning about. Hang on, let me see what's going on with your person. You might be starting a whole new relationship. I don't know. I need some clarifiers. This is interesting energy on your person's side. So it's almost, you guys are like in polar opposite energy of each other, if I'm being honest, Taurus. And this could be vice versa, but that's really only going to be maybe, for a select few out there. You know your story. Too many cards. This deck is sticking together today. I think it's the humidity, but it's not going to take card clusters. Why is Four of Cups here? What is Taurus's person like bummed out about? Okay. Hang on, I just want to get like a little bit more. Damn, Taurus, like your person is so wrapped up in their head. Okay, let's read this. So I almost, it's really interesting. Like you on your side, it's almost like there's this energy coming through, Taurus, of a whole new you. Very interesting, almost like a rebirth energy. This may just be for one person out there. I'm just gonna relight this candle. So with the World card, this is like a closeout of an old chapter, an opening of a new chapter, but this is like a really good place to be in. I feel like you're in a good place. And like I said, it's like you've got a lot of enthusiasm about life right now. I don't know if this is just what's going on in your life. I am asking about what's going on in the connection, but I get this like sense that this is bigger for you than just this connection. I just feel like in your life in general, you're in a really enthusiastic place, and this other energy just kind of happens to be a part of your focus. Again, I feel like whatever it is that you're doing right now and that you're feeling super enthusiastic about, you're learning about it. It could be that you're trying to learn more about this person, and that you have this readiness to dive in. But I feel like there's a readiness to dive into life more than, it's almost like you want to see everything, smell everything, touch everything, experience everything. It's almost like I don't know, there's like a really strong message coming through for someone, almost like second chance at life. I don't know, like who I'm tapping in with right now and what's going on for you, what you've been through recently, but it's like a whole new lease on life, a whole second chance at life. Anyway, this is probably making sense to someone out there. For others of you, it could just be that you're trying to learn more about this person. You want to start a new chapter with this person. You want to rush in. You want to dive into this thing. It's like you're ready to do this. So this could be, there could be more than one person tapping in, but I'm telling you, I'm connecting with somebody's energy out there who has like, feels like they're having like a second wind at life, a second chance at life. I don't know what that's about. You know, whoever that's tapping in with, feel free to leave a comment if this is resonating with you, because this energy is hitting like it doesn't want to go down. Okay, so this person though, this person's energy is a little bit concerning, I guess. It's like, we'll talk about the Magician in a minute. This person right now is sort of probably with you a little bit cold shouldery, a little bit cold shoulder-ish, not really. It's almost like they've got their back turned on this and they're like, not right now. I can't do this right now. They may have told these words to you. I have feelings for you, but I can't do this right now. And they're not saying never, but they're like, for right now, they can't, because it's like they're trying to work on something. They're trying to create. They're trying to do something in their life. They've got the tools that they need to do it, but they're struggling. They're struggling a little bit, this person. They're like really wrapped up in their head. They're really in self-imposed bondage. Like, this is a person who overthinks the hell out of everything. They're like a little mopey about it. It's like they can see this love here that's being offered from your direction. They're like touching it because they don't really want to let it go, but they're focused on the empty cups. It's almost like this person wants to manifest, but they're so focused on what's missing that it's keeping them kind of stuck in a loop and an inability to manifest what they really want. It's almost like what they want is right in front of them, but their negative thinking is sort of keeping them stuck and unable to grasp it. It's like there's this big cup of love here, this giant cup of love here. But this person is just sort of like boo-boo lip out and focusing on what's still missing, you know, because the trick to manifesting is really focusing on this full cup over here, right? But this person is like focused on these empty cups. It's like when we focus on what we don't have, we bring more of a lack into our life, right? But when we turn around and sort of like focus on what's good and what we do have, then the doors open and everything gets the energy gets kind of freed up and things can come in. So hopefully I'm making sense here. What I'm trying to say is that this person has the ability to be a manifester, to create the life they want, but they're so stuck in their head and in their negative thinking that they're like, this is a person who's sort of sabotaging their own path. And so that's going to make it really hard for them to be calm and present and open and walk into a new relationship because they're so stressed out. Like, this is a person who's really freaking stressed out. Like, this person is so stressed out. And they may have times that they come out of that stress and they seem okay. This might be a person who flip-flops a little bit between tapping in and being open and then sort of shutting back down, but it's not because of you or anything that you're doing. This is literally this person's own brain is tripping them up. This person is just like overthinking it until they're thinking it into the ground. It's interesting. It's almost like with this Magician, what I just sort of noticed in the energy coming off of it, it's like they're focused on what's outside of them and what to do, and not realizing that they have all that they need inside of them. It's like they're searching for something that's outside of themselves, but it's inside of them. So they've got This person has some work to do in terms of like sort of opening their path and being able to relax and be open into this sort of loving connection. Let's see. Let's see what's coming up in the upcoming energy, Taurus. Let's see. What is coming up for Taurus? And this person, this knucklehead that needs to get out of their head. This person, literally, Taurus, they need to meditate. Like, they need some meditation. But guess what? We don't get to control what other people do. And we can't, like, pull people out of the funk. And we can't, like, make an overthinker stop thinking. So what I'm going to just say that you have some phenomenal energy happening on your side. Keep rocking it out, Taurus. Like, whatever it is that you're feeling good about in your life, and like whatever this sort of new lease on life is, stay in that energy. Like, don't get too like wrapped up and sidetracked in this other energy, especially if this person like can't get it together. Don't let that sidetrack you. There goes our candle again. It's so funny, like one candle's lit and one candle's not lit, and I feel like that's really symbolic because, Taurus, I feel like your candle is lit right now. Your energy is vibing really high. In that initial reading, like, you're just like a breath of fresh air right now. So stay focused on like on your goals and your gig and like what it is that you're doing, because sometimes if we get too wrapped up like in another person's journey, it just can drain us and sidetrack us. I'm not suggesting like, oh, move away from this connection, abandon it. It's not what I'm saying. So we're looking at the mutual energy. What's coming up in the mutual energy? Yep. Like I was just talking and the cards are like, yep, listen, listen. Okay, I've got like cards flying everywhere. Just give me 1 second. Okay, Taurus. I'm just gonna get a couple more cards. Damn. One more card for Taurus. What's coming up in the next few months? Okay. So, Taurus. I'm just going to give it to you really straight here. Whoever it is that you're thinking about, like with this reading, this is what's upcoming in the mutual energy, yeah? There's some pain. There's some continuation of being in the head, but I feel like this is almost like you allowing this person to bring you into your head in this also stuck place. Like, I'm going to say, don't do it, Taurus. Don't, whatever good energy you're in, stay in it, because you're showing up in such powerful energy right now. Do not get sucked into the vortex of this, whatever this is. If you're like dealing with a person who's like, has like a little side of misery going on because they can't figure out their own thing, that is not your job to figure out, Taurus, okay? There's going to be some shift and change in this situation, and something is going to be left behind. What's going to be left behind is this immature energy that doesn't know how to step to the plate in a serious way for love. See, this like kind of mirrors the World card. I feel like this is you again. This is you again, standing at the top of this wheel, very well balanced. Don't get sucked into flip-flopping around this wheel. Stay grounded when these shifts and changes are taking place. Stay at the center of the wheel. There's another tarot reader. I think it's Minnow Pond Tarot, and he always talks about the Wheel of Fortune, about staying at the center of the wheel, right? Staying balanced at the center and not being thrown around the outside of it as shifts and changes happen. And I love that he says that, because it really gave me like a different perspective on the Wheel of Fortune, because we always look at the Wheel of Fortune like, oh, good fortune is coming in, but there are it's like there are ways to get topsy-turvy when things are changing in a good direction, but then there's also a way to stay grounded through that process. So again, there's going to be a decision to leave something painful behind, something that's not working, and it's going to move you to calmer waters. But what is being sort of moved away from is this pagey type of energy. And pages come in like immature. They, like, especially a Page of Cups. It's like he's got this idea. He wants to touch the love, but he doesn't really know how to do it. Pages can be sometimes not that serious. Sometimes they can just be younger. I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who's younger than you, Taurus. But I have a feeling you're going to be making a decision to walk away from something. And when you do that, right, when you leave whatever this is behind that's about stress and being in the head and painful, once you decide to make that shift and change, you're going to be sailing right into calmer waters. Six of Swords is always moving towards calmer waters. And what's going to happen? Well, first of all, if you don't think that you're going to have the courage to do this, to leave things behind that aren't working for you, you will. Strength card is here to say that you will be able to step to the line of your fears. You will be able to conquer your fears, and you will have the strength to do it. And when you do that, when you face your fears and you decide to cut out of your life what's not working, cut out any, listen, Empress doesn't dine at the table with a page. Anything that is not stepping to your life in a way that you need it to be, feel the hell free to turn around and walk away. Do not feel an obligation that you have to keep things in your life that are toxic, underdeveloped. You're not obligated, Taurus. You're not. So anyway, you're going to be strong about it. You're going to make a decision. You are going to be leaving something behind. I don't know if it's this person, only you know. I'm not the person who's ever going to tell people, you know, to make this decision, but I will really be honest with you about what I see in the cards. And what I see is you moving in a different direction, stepping up, getting really strong, being in your courage, taking a leap of faith and diving straight into wish fulfillment. It's almost like when we release the things that aren't working, it's like the universe goes, okay, you've done it. You've learned the lesson. And now I'm going to give you the gift. Now I'm going to give you your wish fulfillment, because now you can handle it. Because it's like when we show the universe that this is what we tolerate, pain, stress, underdeveloped people, the universe is like, why would I give you a gift that you're not even ready for when you're still allowing this type of energy to show up at your table? It's like only when we realize, when we face our fears and we get really strong on our own, and like, I already think that you're there, but I think that there's this exterior energy, Taurus, that's kind of like, wants to like, that you almost have like a part of you that's like, I don't know, you know, that you're like afraid to like put something down, or close the door on something. But trust yourself. If your intuition is telling you to close the door on something, or that it's not working for you, or it's not satisfactory to you, it doesn't bring you peace, doesn't bring you joy, doesn't support your growth, know that by trusting yourself and being strong and like taking a stand for yourself and leaving things behind that don't work, that's when the door's open to the gifts. Because that's when it's like you're showing the universe that you respect yourself enough that then the universe has no choice but to bend and be like, okay, you're ready. You're done with this stuff. You've left it behind. Here's your gift. That's how it works. That's how the energetic field works. You know, when it comes to opening the path to receive what we want and what we deserve. If this is what we still think we deserve, the universe is quite happy to continue giving us more of the same. But when we get that understanding that we want more and we shut the door on these kind of things, that's when we get into wish fulfillment. That's when the doors really start to open. But it takes some courage, it takes some strength, and you've got it, Taurus. You've got it. You've got like a really strong vibe going on right now. And it's like fortune is on your side. You've got major arcana here wrapping out your reading, which is almost kind of like destined. This is like destiny showing up at your doorstep, being like, all right, it's time. It's time. It's time to pack your bags. It's time to move. Time to move on. All right, Taurus, that's your reading. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if it did not, you can always watch your sun, moon, and rising. You might find more resonance in your other placements, but I want to thank you so much for coming out and receiving this reading today, okay? Take care, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here.